What's something that you're putting off or not doing right now because you just don't feel like you have the confidence? Confidence is one of the most important things in our lives. And when we don't have enough of it, it can cost us a lot. It can cost us fulfillment. It can cost us happiness. It can cost us literally money if you're lacking confidence in your business. And today, we're going to look at what are some mistakes that we make when we think about growing our confidence and give you some tools so that you can grow your confidence and start reaching those goals that are meaningful to you. Hi, my name is Nicoletta. I'm your mindset coach, and I work with achievers who want to grow their confidence so that they're able to reach personally meaningful goals. One of the biggest misconceptions people have is that you're either confident or you're not. And I hear that often when people talk to me about confidence and they say, I'm just not that kind of a confident person. That's not how confidence works. You can be completely accomplished, successful in one area of your life, and then have other areas you don't feel like you're as confident as you'd like to be. And especially where I'm standing today, confidence is so important. This is the Long Performance Arts Center here in Austin, Texas. And it's in a wonderful performing arts center where you've got outdoor performances. They have special Christmas performances. And when you think about performing at a beautiful center like this, it's all about confidence. You need to be a confident player to make it into the Performing Arts Center here because they've got some of the most amazing talent showing up and performing here. And right now, you are already center stage in the most important stage, which is the stage of your life. So what does it take to be able to perform? It needs to be someone who is good at their craft, who has trained, who is skilled, and who has the confidence to perform at a stage like this. And the same is true in your life. You need the confidence. Just like the performers here need confidence to show up, you need the confidence to show up for your life, to take center stage. And if you don't have that confidence, you miss out. You miss out in so many areas in your life. So how do you grow your confidence? And the first thing is you need time. Behind me, you see the skyline of Austin, and Austin didn't always have a skyline. It is something that developed over time. And that's the truth about confidence. It's not something that happens overnight. It is not something that just magically appears. Confidence is something that you can grow, something that you can practice, and you can sculpt. Imagine this. Imagine you were sitting on your sofa at home and you thought, I really want to define a specific muscle area in your life. Maybe you want to have stronger abs or stronger arms or stronger legs. And you were just sitting there on your sofa. Now, how quickly would you expect those muscles to change? Probably not all that quickly. And I know there's all sorts of contraptions that claim that you don't have to do anything, but ask anybody who has defined muscles. They will tell you it takes work. It takes commitment. It takes dedication. It takes working at it again and again. And that's how you develop those muscles. And the same is true for confidence. It's something that is created over time. It's something that you can sculpt and that you can work on. So think about the area in your life that would love a little bit more confidence. Here's some ways that you can start developing that confidence muscle. And the first thing is expect there to be some aches and pains. Yes, if you go to the gym and you start exercising, you'll probably be a little bit achy. You know that's part of the progress. And when it comes to confidence, it's the same. When you are doing new things, when you are flexing yourself, when you are trying out new things, it might not always feel comfortable. In fact, it will likely not feel comfortable. So expect that there will be some aches. Expect that when you are sculpting your confidence muscle, yeah, there will be times where you might think, wow, I can't believe I did that. And there might be some misadventures along the way. but you know that you are sculpting, you're growing, you're defining your confidence muscle, and that it's part of the process. In fact, you can't grow your confidence without feeling a little bit uncomfortable from time to time. It doesn't work. You can't grow something without there being any kind of discomfort. It doesn't work. And yet, that's what we hope for. If you want to become more confident, start today, start where you are. Don't wait. There's no sense in waiting until that next client, waiting until you get that promotion, waiting for that new relationship. No, just start where you are today. Just start. Just like if you wanted to be more athletic, start walking. You don't need a fancy outfit or a fancy gym to get your steps in. You can wear almost any pair of shoes to start walking and increasing your physical fitness. And the same is true of your confidence. If you want to get into better shape, start walking today. You can start doing that today. If you want to learn public speaking, join a speaking club, something like Toastmasters. Whatever it is that you want to do, start thinking of the things that you can start doing, not that you have to start preparing for. Just start doing those things. The more you do those things that get you a little bit uncomfortable, the more you'll exercise your confidence muscle, the more willing you'll be to try something even a little bit bigger. If you are working on having better difficult conversations, practice one difficult conversation every single day. The more you start doing those things starting right now, the more you're training your mind that this is what you're all about. Growing yourself, leaning into it, discovering something new, getting better results. You're training your mind not just in becoming more confident, you're also training your mind that this is what you want in life, that you want to grow, that you want more in life, and that you're unwilling to stay comfortable. So what are some things that you can start doing right away? Put it in the chat, share, inspire the next person watching this video. What are some things that you can start doing immediately and then grow on those results, grow on that momentum to do even bigger things? But wherever you are, start today. And lastly, consistency is key in growing your confidence. This performing arts center didn't become well known, didn't build its reputation with just one performance. It's the consistency. It's having ongoing good performances here. And that's true when it comes to building confidence. It's not something that just happens overnight. Imagine going to the gym every 6 months. Would you feel like you would really start to see results? So if you're doing something that stretches you once every now and again, you won't start seeing the results. You start seeing the results, you start to feel more confident, you start to feel more empowered when you do things consistently. So there's some people, for example, they do something that feels uncomfortable, that stretches them once a week, once a day, just like going to the gym. The more you go, if you started going to the gym once a quarter, once a month, how about once a week, or even every single day? What would that do to your body? Well, how would you feel? How much more energy would you have? And the same is true with confidence. So think about the area in your life that you want more confidence in, and start thinking about what are the routines, the confidence building routines. Where could you start getting a little bit uncomfortable every single day? It doesn't have to be big. This is not about, you've never done a presentation in front of a live audience and looking for that opportunity that gives you, an audience of 500. No, this is the small things that you can do consistently again and again and again, so that you build that confidence, so that you start to see more opportunities too. Because I'm telling you, the people that have shared their confidence journeys with me that first say that they didn't see an area at all where they could practice whatever they needed to practice, once they started doing it, all of a sudden they're finding opportunities everywhere. This is the power of consistency. Here's a final thought for tackling something that's important in your life. Whenever you tackle something big and you want change, tell the weather's changing here too, it's okay to feel a range of things. Creating something new, so it's natural to feel a little bit frustrated, a little bit stuck. It's okay to have a tear or two. It just means that when you break through, when you've broken through that barrier, something really amazing is on the other side. That's all that's telling you. So I'd love to know in the comments below, what are some new things that you can try out to grow your confidence? With that, trust yourself, trust the journey, and see you next time.